Good afternoon. My name is Joel Robles. I'm the Quality Circle Advisor. Our safety commitment for our team is our team will consider the safety impact of our actions and decisions on our customers. Our team name is the Modifiers, and it's a cross-functional team. If you know a lot about quality circles, you know that it's very difficult to get one team on two different shifts together. Now try doing that with 6 different companies with 2 shifts. Very difficult. My hat's off to the team. They did a very good job of persevering and making sure to continue and getting the job done and getting the problem solved. Rosa Valerio is the circle leader. Jerry Bass is the gatekeeper from TLS. Timekeeper was Roger Lugo from Hero Logistics. The note taker was David Gutierrez from Assembly. Also from Assembly was Fidel De La Rosa, Jason Guerrero, Albert Prince from Assembly, Justin Edge from Arvin Sango, and Jorge Bugarian from Hero Logistics. Without further ado, I'll turn it over to Rosa Valerio, the Quality Circle leader.
Thank you, Joel. As a team, we selected the ground rules that we consider to be important. But as also important is to make sure that we enjoy the journey and not just the destination. As you can see, the pre-QCC team evaluation, it shows the team in a zone D2. The advantage of identifying the information, the versatility metrics, it shows that we have a team with different levels of knowledge. The opportunities and challenges is that we have 30% of our group that currently doesn't have QCC experience or problem-solving activities. Looking at the team selection process, we looked at a diverse group and we identified the problems that affect all of our different functional organizations. We had 3 different things, and the one that we selected with the highest ranking was eliminate TLS exhaust pipes and mass deliveries. Delays. As a background, you all know whenever a customer requests a exhaust upgraded system, TLS and TRD Pro shops will remove the exhaust pipes. Those exhaust pipes will be placed in mods and containers, and they will be sent back to technical for them to resequence those parts. If those parts are not available, nor the mods are available, and then that can create productivity issues and cost issues that we are trying to avoid. So the main KPI for us is productivity. The next step is David.
Hello, my name is David Gutierrez. I'm a Final One Chassis 2 Redshift team leader, also one of 2 former TRD Pro team leaders, and I'll be talking about clarifying the problem. The ultimate goal for the team is to ensure that the processes are in place to provide on-time deliveries so we can build the highest quality vehicles at the lowest possibly cost in the safest possible way. As you can see in the graph, obviously our ideal situation is that we have 0 minutes of delays on mod deliveries. Our current situation, however, is we have 1,807 minutes. These are mod delivery delays. Obviously, our gap, therefore, is going to be 1,807 minutes. This information was collected from March 6th to May 6th to May 31st of 2019. Now, I'm pretty sure you're wondering how did they figure this out, right? So I'm gonna answer that for you because I'm gonna break down the problem. As you can see right here on this graph, we have our current condition 1,807 minutes. These are mod delays. Deliveries. And the first thing that we did was we did some Genchi Genbutsu. We wanted to see when was this happening, right? Between Redshift and Washift ended up having the majority of the minutes and delays, 1,065 minutes. Then we did another Genchi Genbutsu. Well, let's see where this is happening. We look at the TRD Pro Shop, Nordoc, TLS, and Tenneco. Tenneco ended up having the majority of the minutes and delays, 551 minutes. Then we need another Genchi Genbutsu. We look at the arrivals, we look at departures having the majority of the delays in minutes, 530, and guess what? You're right, you guessed it right. We did another Genchi Genbutsu. We look at the entire process. The point of occurrence that we found is when the team members are loading the empty mods onto the trailers. At this point, we prioritize our point of occurrence to be the 530 minutes of delays were occurring when the team members were loading the empty mods onto the trailers before departure from Tenneco. And I'll let Jorge take over the next step.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jorge Bugarin. I'm a Nova Sales Group Leader at Hero Logistics. I got step 3, target settings. So the goal here is to eliminate 100% of the 530 minutes of departure delays from Tenneco by February 1st, 2020. So this will impact 30% of the overall gap, bringing down the delay minutes from 1807 to 1277 minutes. Is Jerry for step 4?
Hello, I'm Jerry Bash from TLS. First of all, I want to say thanks to the team for inviting me to participate in this QCC. My team at TLS has really benefited getting the empty mods where we don't have to double handle the exhaust. So I'm going to be talking about the root cause analysis. So the root cause, our prioritized problem is 530 minutes delays for Tenneco and loading empty mods. So we looked at demand, we looked at machine, we looked at material, we also looked at environment. We didn't find any issues to look at for a root cause. So we went to method and we started asking why. Our first why is TLS Tenneco trailer is not unloaded right away. Why? It's because other over-the-road trailers are unloaded first. So why? No reserved or assigned time to unload TLS trailer exists. So our root cause is no dock door schedule for TLS or Tenneco exists. Now I'm going to turn it over to Fidel.
I'm Fidel, former TRD Pro team leader and currently Assembly Frame 2 team leader. And step 5, we're developing countermeasures. Using our countermeasure matrix, we're going to select 5 proposed countermeasures and grade them. Once we graded them, we identified modified Tenneco TLS route scoring the highest in overall points. We went with this countermeasure and we decided we wanted to do some activities. Our activities consisted of developing new routes and trial new changes. We wanted to identify best time for Tenneco reserve dock. We also wanted to modify Hero Logistics job card, Nimiwashi permanent countermeasures with all key individuals, and finally conduct audits to ensure no route delays. Albert has the next step.
How you doing? I'm Albert Prince, Confirmation Group Leader, and previously TRD Pro Shop Group Leader. As Fidel said, we had 5 activities that we did, and we were able to achieve 100% status on each of those activities. But during this time frame, the QCC was practically completed, but we hit 3 major roadblocks and change points that affected us in this quality circle. The first one was the fact that TRD Pro Shop was eliminated and no longer existed on the route. After that occurred, we went and revisited our time studies and then got hit with another roadblock, which was Tenneco started construction on their docks. So they went from 3 docks to 1 dock, and so we had to put a hold on it for a little while. At that point, once everything was back and running, went back, revisited our activities, and we found that Avansango took over the route from Tenneco. So at this point, we had to Nimiwashi this to Avansango and then make sure that we did time studies and audits to make sure they were actually performing their job correctly. Russell will take over the next step.
Thank you. So we evaluated the results and the success for the overall benefit of the Team Texas. Our target was to reduce from 530 minutes delay from Tenneco down to 0. But we were not able to accomplish that goal. Instead, we got it was reduced from 530 minutes down to 160 with a 70% reduction and a 20% overall reduction to the gap. The good news is that thanks to having this QCC and this process in place, when Avansango started sequencing that they needed to learn the process for TLS, they have a good, robust process in which they were part of it and they were able to modify it to their benefit. So it's the last week from the beginning of February, it has been 0 delays. And David is going to share with you additional accomplishments.
Hello. So as Rosa was mentioning, we were able to accomplish our goal. We reduced the 530-minute delays down to 0. I mean, think about it. That could possibly be an additional 530 trucks, right? During this, process, as Albert was talking about the routes, we had 4 drivers and 2 trucks that were working on both shifts. And we realized that we were able to compact this. We've been able to downsize and cut the costs in half. So we went from 4 team members to 2 team members, 1 for each shift, and 1 truck that was utilized for both shifts. That's a 50% cost savings, I mean, in our operations. And we know how much we like saving money. So our team was able to additionally save the company over $95,000. Team, can I get a yo? Yo! So because of these accomplishments, we went ahead and submitted a cost Kaizen form, as you see behind me, to be able to, add to the additional savings. And I'll let Justin take over the next step.
Good afternoon, I'm Justin Edge from Arvin Sango. As the team mentioned, we at Arvin Sango assumed responsibility for the TLS and sequencing on January 4th, 2021. The standard behind you was created by the QCC team. The standard details the quantity of mods, the cycle time, and the frequency of delivery, with the ultimate goal of no downtime to TLS or TMTX. From the sustainability aspect, we at Arvin Sango adopted this best practice into our own and move forward with the team member training. Additionally, we'll look at revising the standard or reviewing the standard every 6 months or at any major management change points. Thank you.
The final assessment for a team member development, it shows that it went from the D zone to a C zone. The additional benefits were the technical skills were improved by the team. The opportunities are to be able to go from can do it as been trained to can do it alone. So a personal reflection says, I really thought that not being able to accomplish the goal was not going to be an opportunity for us to share what we have done. But thanks to management and motivation and their support, we were able to accomplish this. Another key point is to be able to have better visuals for the team, to utilize the radar charts so everybody can see a path for their development.
My personal reflection was this was the first time working on the project for QCC activity. It was an amazing working with great people, skilled people, and I'm eager to take this back to my team for the hero and share this experience with them.
My personal reflection was also, this is my first QCC, and I'm looking forward to taking it back to TLS. It was great working with a group of people where the benefits of this, the results of it were shared by everyone.
My personal reflection is the fact that I was able to educate myself more on the 8-step process and the tools involved with it and gain more knowledge overall. Hope to in the future be able to lead a QC circle on my own. Thank you.
My personal reflection, after 15 years being in assembly, being able to see a different part of Toyota's company and dealing with logistics and all the different companies that they support, it was very, very knowledgeable to find all that information and really understanding how all of this works.
My personal reflection is twofold. First off, I'm grateful for the QCC team with the successful launch for Arvin Sango. Without their support, we would have had some severe difficulties. Secondly, I'm excited to take the knowledge and the QCC activity to my own organization and start building from within.
My personal reflection is it's always rewarding to see how different groups can come together and see the on-site suppliers learn the Toyota methodology. So it's always great to see that. And some of the team members are saying they're going back there to take this stuff to their companies. So Arvin Sango, Hero Logistics, Quality Circles, here we come.
And my personal reflection is that it's a great experience to be able to work with different teams, not only within Toyota production control, but all the other companies. I've done all the quality circles,
maybe.
But this was a lot better.
We'll see if he says this concludes.
I'm going to go ahead and close this quality circle with a Josh, and to embrace what the team is all about. We're going to do a teamwork, Josh, but we're going to go a step further. We're going to do it in Japanese. We're going to do Danketsu in Japanese. Danketsu, Josh, at the count of 3. Ready, team? 1, 2, 3. Danketsu, Josh. We'll go ahead and open it for a Q&A now.
Well, first, David, hey, let's give him a round of applause. Great job, team. Great job. this time, do any of our MSC members want to comment or ask questions on the presentation?
Hey, Ray, it's Brent Busher. Hey, can I just get a nod there that you can hear me in the room?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, just a couple of comments and then one very easy question for the team. This is Brent Busher. My safety commitment is I'll strengthen our safety management systems to achieve zero incidents. Congratulations to this team. Sounds like what I heard through the reflections, many of you, first time to fully complete a QC circle. So definitely want to congratulate each one of you. And I think Joelle was mentioning and Rosa and others, I definitely look forward to you taking this back, especially the OSS, like Arvin Sango, Justin, Hero Logistics, TLS, taking that back to your organizations. Very proud of this team. I think Joelle exceeded the quantity of members that are allowed, but that's okay. That's the uniqueness of this site compared to any other site. I think this team really emphasizes and shows the Team Texas spirit that makes our site unique and individual compared to any other site. And I know a lot of you've heard me say it, if we work together, I think we can be stronger than any other site in the world. And I think this team showed that and reflected that and showed the passion and enjoyed the journey, I think, as Rosa mentioned. And then just easy question, was there any challenge to get started since there was so many different departments and companies, and how to get everybody on the same page in the direction?
Yeah, there were a lot of different challenges, from something as simple as having the job card that we make sure that we have all the times that need to be allocated for the routes and transit, for the time they need to unload. The job card will have the arrival of another departure. Simple little things that they really make a difference. Or another one, Mimiwashi. We all of us work so hard to make sure that we have this process in place, and then not everybody will communicate that. So those are simple, basic things, but they created.
Hey, Brent, and not only was it hard to get started, right? As you know, these kind of presentations, you kind of want to practice to close them out. So these last couple of days and the last week or so has been very difficult. Trying to get everybody together just to practice and dry run and do so forth. So very difficult. We're already looking forward to our next quality circle that we're going to do for OSS. And we already got some people volunteering to jump in as well. So just want to throw that out there.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Brent. This is Carla Wright. So my safety commitment is that I will foster an independent safety culture by promoting the Safe at Work guidelines. I don't know, there's so much to say here, guys. You did, guys and gals, I should say, a fabulous job. And, I think Brent kind of captured everything. But one thing that I do want to kind of expand upon is the fact that, you guys put together a cross-functional team, not only cross-functional within Toyota, but even externally. And the passion that I saw here in the development, I mean, this is the best that anybody could hope for. So I'm extremely proud of you, and definitely want to see you guys Yoko 10 this to as many areas as you can in our function. So thank you all. Great job.
Thank you.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Okay, if there are any further questions, once again, thank you, PC team. This time, we're going to hand out some certificates led by Senior Manager Letty Garza.
Hey, so, yep, I'm not Letty.
Well, you are not Letty. This is Noel Montes.
Yeah, I'll be filling in for Letty today. So, yeah, again, I think everyone was talking about the uniqueness and the joint effort, but guess what? These guys on my team do this day in and day out with different organizations, different groups. So I'm very proud of them for what they did today and what they do every day. And thanks to the rest of the presenters also. So let's start off real solid. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'll be far away.
Yep, we got to practice social distancing here. Joel Robles? It's dark in here, I couldn't see it. David Gutierrez? All right. I appreciate it. Good job. Albert Prince? Good job, brother. All right, Fidel de la Rosa. Outstanding. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Justin Edge, Arvin Sango, plant manager.
Thanks, sir.
Sir, speaking of Arvin Sango, not only did they just recently, he said they recently took over this, they started a new broadcast sequencing operation, a new e-combine route to us, new routes. So a lot of big changes for Arvin Sango. We appreciate your support. Jerry Bass, TLS. Yeah. All right, Jorge Bugarin, thank you, sir, I appreciate it. There's two other presenters from Hero Settlers that were Hero Logistics who are not here, Roger Lugo and Jason Rodriguez. I appreciate their support as well. That's it. Thank you guys very much.
Give it up one more time, team. Great job.